It was a long waiting for something to happen. And when it did happen, in a way it was a bit of a surprise. The students came up with it. It didn't come from the dissident movement, that actual minute, an hour. But it all came together. So, as we know, it happened then in November with a students' demo to Vyšehrad, and I was actually there. My friends and I, we decided that as dissidents and adults with some experience, we should be there, because the young people, the students, many of them would have no experience and wouldn't know what they are going to get. So in a way it was to protect them as far as we could. So there we were then on the Národní, actually squeezed near to the place where the student allegedly at the moment had been shot. But the main thing was the confrontation with the police cordon that was opposite us. It was frightening. It was frightening, especially when we saw the special units approaching from behind, chasing people, the Red Berets as it was called then. And I do remember that next to me was a student, a young boy, and he panicked. He got hysterical. So that was one. Others were also, I'm sure, of course. So I did what I was there for, to calm him down. Well, and then eventually the thing finished. That was it, dispersed. Slowly they picked out people to hit them and take them away in police vans. And I was lucky, only was hit symbolically. For me personally, it was a bit an awkward situation. I was in the Laterna Magica, and part of the I wouldn't say excitement, part of the terribly intense events going inside and outside. And then I had to do my other job, which was window cleaning. I was in an awkward conflict. So I was there over the day, and then I would run off and get on the ladder and clean windows, and then I would get off again and then run back. And it didn't take long, and I had journalists around my ladder in a flat of somebody who ordered my job, me to do the job, and I was up there cleaning the windows and answering the questions about what was going on. That was odd, and it of course shortened the day terribly and night, because it went 24 hours around. But okay, of course, I loved it. That was what we wanted, a change coming, but it was unclear what change and how it would run. There was a tension because it wasn't clear how the response from the powers to be would be, the government, the STB, and generally those who govern the country. So all that added to the tension, of course. I had a job inside the Laterna Magica, the magic lantern in English, which, when I think back to it, was also a kind of a cleaner's job. Because I decided, as a historian, that's what was my original job, to see that the documents don't get lost there, because this was a historical moment. I knew that. And so I took care of all the pieces of paper that were on the floor and elsewhere, and assembled that and took them out to be archived. So I was a double cleaner. Didn't want to be a political party. It didn't actually want power. That was how it began. It wanted something more revolutionary, if you want, which was to make people get involved, change their lives in a true civil society. And not a civil society politically, but civil society ethically. To be on the Wenceslas Square in November 1989 was full of emotions of a kind you normally will never live through, never experience. To experience this is something like a privilege of life. To experience the resistance of the week of August 1968 was again something that is exceptional. And exceptional, both moments actually, 89 and 68, because it empowered people to become part of what was happening in an active way, do something, enjoy being with friends who were doing the same, and looking forward to doing the right thing. It's not always so that in your life you have the chance to do the right thing. And these are such moments. It changed a lot. I got back to academia, and with it I could make some of the dreams I and my colleagues, historians, had, make them reality. So I was part in creating the Institute for Contemporary History. From there I then moved to international relations, and from there I moved to advising politics. And I was really lucky. That's of course a memory that I cherish. I worked with Václav Havel as president, and then it brought me to London as ambassador. Now, people here asked me quite frequently, how do you become ambassador? A funny question, but I tended to answer, you first have to become a window cleaner, and then it's easy.